going on, y'all? This is AG Speaks, and this is another episode of the Rebuild Podcast.
Hey,
And I'm here with
your bestie SP.
I don't forgot the whole lineup. It's been a while since we shot.
You were sick. There was a snowstorm.
I was sick, snowstorm. I lost my snake. I was sad. I lost Rocket. I lost. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Okay.
All right. So we can just get into the conversation because there's no need of lingering. But today we're going to talk about Tariq Nasheed, FBA, their grist from ADOS, and Nicki Minaj. How that ties into to each other. So if y'all don't know, I had Babe. Babe didn't know who this guy was, Tariq Nasheed, or didn't know him from a can of paint. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna get on the plane and then I'm gonna try to land it. Okay. So, all right, boom. Tariq Nasheed was a guy. Tariq Nasheed started out his career. He's famously known for Hidden Colors, right? The revolutionary movie or documentary that came out about black people, the Moors. That's when you was introduced to Dr. Umar for the first time, as far as on the grand stage. And he had, I think, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing in Hidden Colors. And I think Sister Ali Shabazz, I believe. She was also in Hidden Colors. So it was very, revolutionary to black people. But before all of this, before he became Mr. Revolutionary, he was a dating coach. He had books that came out. Babe. He had books that came
I didn't know. I didn't get that deep. I got deep. I got my notes and shit, but I didn't know these.
He had books by the titles such as The Mac Within.
Oh, you told me this.
The Art of Macking.
That was considered dating?
Yes. The Mac Within, The Art of Macking. And I must admit, in circa 2010, I was on the Tariq Nasheed train.
When you were how old? Let's tell the people. How old were you in 2002?
I was
probably about 20. About 20, 21.
23.
Really?
Something like that. Yes. Yeah. I was like 23.
21. No, about 22.
Yeah.
But I get our ages mixed up, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so boom. All right, so he did that. He was, he was even in Michael Moore's a documentary where he was a pimp, and he really played up that pimp persona. That's what he was known for. He went by the name of King Flex or or something like that. Boom. Hidden Colors came out. He did like 4 of those. And then he went from that to that's around that time, like around number 4 of Hidden Colors. That's when the ADOS movement. You can jump in.
No, it's okay. I just had a question, but
what's up? No,
you said number 4 of the Hidden Colors? Like it was multiple ones.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
I'm trying to do better by interrupting you.
Yeah. So I'm trying so hard, but this dog that I'm housing is making so much damn noise.
Why are you housing a dog?
Y'all, hold on. Then once he did number 4, the ADOS movement kicked off with Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore, like in 2006. Mm-hmm. The reason why we are talking about reparations today in a major way is 100% because of the ADOS movement. I know that you've, shared disagreements with Yvette Carnell and, what I'm saying, her thoughts. And I got
my favorite person.
Yeah. But
I have a lot of critiques here, actually, so we'll get into the for ADOS and FBA, and I'm sure y'all gonna hate me in the comments, but it's okay. Right. I'm okay with being the villain.
The villain.
Because somebody's got to say it.
Okay. I am of the ADOS. I guess frame of reference or politics.
Right.
I mean, you know that,
Yeah.
but I don't always necessarily agree with Yvette, and
That's
that's
cool.
okay. Okay, so boom. So Tariq Nasheed, he actually started using ADOS rhetoric in his tweets and stuff like that. This is where the grift comes. Okay, so ADOS was, starting to pop in the news. They had a Democratic candidate that was on the debate stage that was representing, or that had mentioned reparations and stuff like that. They had a conference, and her name was Marianne Williamson. She was there at the conference, and it was creating traction. The thing that Tariq Nasheed does best is grift. So he took that momentum and he created FBA, which stands for Foundational Black Americans. So that piggybacked off of his fourth Hidden Colors film. So by that time, he was talking about black people pretty much didn't come from Africa, that we were already here, that we were already here in America, and we're foundational to this land.
I mean, okay. I'll
And
take that. You
so
feel me?
that's where the major grift, and that's a problem in our community. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to let SB, the resident political expert,
Oh my God.
give
Please
her
don't say
weigh
that.
in because I've said a lot. So now
I
it's
don't have a
time for
lot to
me.
say. I mean, I can encapsulate it pretty quickly. From what, so again, like he said, I didn't know anything of that much about this person, Mr. Nasheed. Went down a bit of a rabbit hole. My take on that, I took some notes, but my biggest take when I got done with everything, because I wanted to go see, he has a lot of critiquing, the same way I told you that the lady with ADOS, what's her name?
Yvette Cornell.
Yeah, these motherfuckers do a lot of critiquing and not enough organizing for me. I don't like it. I did see a little bit of Deontay Kyle talk about this, so shout out to him. I will agree with him in this, which I probably would agree with him anyway. But yeah, it's just it seems very performative, so I guess that's where the grifting comes. The grifting for me though is that he seems to be more focused on making content than he is about actual outcomes. Where's the outcome? I looked at how much money this man has allegedly made on merch and donations and all this other stuff. And we're not seeing any policies. We're not seeing any packs. We're not seeing nothing. So to me, it's like his personality is his movement. That's what we have. And this is a really tricky space because number one, the grievances from ADOS, the grievances from FBA are valid. Period. We know they're valid arguments. So what the basis of what they're talking about is true, obviously. But what are we gonna do about it? And to me, it's just a lot of, especially there are some things I saw that he said that I felt were personally weird to me as a person who came from a black woman, but my father is Puerto Rican. I'm still a black woman. But it seemed like it was a lot of gatekeeping of blackness to me, where blackness is not a monolith. And I don't agree with that. And I do believe it is divisive. That's what I have for that. Go ahead, sir.
That's a good take. That's a good take. So as I over the years I've studied this and really kind of lean into the ADOS, I guess, policies, right? And that's the thing that was attractive to me was the data. Now, like I said, hey, Yvette Cornell, she definitely got her her way of thinking, and I
Yeah.
think that
She's
when
consistent.
I listen to her,
She's consistent. I give
for
her that. If
sure,
she ain't shit else, she's consistent.
yeah,
But my critique for her would be that she sees absolutely everything through that lens, and I don't agree with that.
yeah, and I can understand that, but I also
Yeah.
that's kind of like, okay, so when you, I don't know if this is like this for you, but for me, when it comes to political education and stuff like that, she was like the first one to kind of like that made sense, and also it wasn't just intellectual BS or the
What?
same
So
old.
what part made sense to you?
What made sense was is that the data shows through books, through book clubs, through books like The Half Has Never Been Told that we, broke down and read.
Okay.
Dr. King, Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community, which we read. They Were Her Property. So all of these books that she, broke down or whatever, it showed a pattern and it showed that there was a grievance or a failure from our government on ADOS people, on
Okay.
slaves.
I'm
And so we
okay.
went through the policies. We went through with Antonio Moore. He
Let me
showed
see.
the numbers of the racial wealth gap. How do we get there? But we also talked about the decadent veil and so.
But okay, okay. I want to ask you this question before I
Okay,
get passionate.
please.
Do you maybe think that you didn't have the language for something when you were introduced to her and she was just able to break it down in a different way? Because I think that
Yeah.
we know there has been generational harm. This is a easy. This is not even, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you always knew that probably was right,
Right.
because we even probably heard our parents maybe mention reparations, but our parents too did not have the language like a Levette
Right.
Cornell. Am I saying it
Yvette.
right? Yvette.
No, it's
Oh, I'm
okay.
so sorry, Miss Cornell.
Um,
Doctor, is it doctor? Is it
no,
Doctor? Oh,
no.
Miss Cornell. Okay.
But hold on. So my parents didn't mention any of that. So I
Really?
didn't grow up in a household of black politics.
They didn't talk about politics at all.
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, I mean, imagine me. I was around a white man who was trying to convince me to be a Republican,
Right.
and I've
Shit.
shout out to pat myself on the back. But anyways, I want to say this, and I'm looking to this screen. When they're speaking on harm, the harm is real. We know the harm is real. They're speaking to the harm. I could talk about harm all motherfucking day. Where is the strategy? Where the fuck is the motherfucking strategy? I'm seeing a lot of people talking about harm, but I'm not seeing real strategy. And that is my critique for both of them. Because yes, everybody can speak to the harm. I would love to see, hell, it might be us. I would love to see somebody actually have a strategy. It's giving nobody got, y'all just want to talk about shit, but don't nobody want to really do nothing. We're critiquing other black people. This goes right back to my point, how motherfuckers punch sideways. What they supposed to be doing? Punching up. You punching a person next to you, your brother, your sister, another oppressed group, another oppressed person. You're not mad at the right people, my love. That ain't gonna get us no motherfucking where. If I tell somebody how black they're not, if I try to tell black politicians, oh, you're not ready yet. Where is that getting us? Everybody, it's a lot of disorganization going around this motherfucker. I'm getting irritated. Okay, go ahead. That's all I have for that.
Okay.
Harm, no
So
strategy. They talk about the harm is no strategy.
so the strategy is so from we can just talk about
Does ADOS have a PAC or policies that they're pushing the
yes.
agenda forward? We can prove that.
Yeah. I'm so
They have a PAC, or they just have policies they've been trying to push?
they have policies. So they
Okay,
have
we need to
different
get some PACs. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, they have so it's a grassroots organization. So they have multiple chapters in different states and within those states, like okay, for
How
example,
much money they got?
ADOS.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's all
People donate?
yeah, it's all like donations.
I'm gonna go look that up.
Yeah.
I'll be back with you. Go ahead. I'm listening. I was just I'm looking at my
So
phone. Don't mean I'm
another
not
one
listening.
strategy that I can think of was when we did Democratic down ballot. So what that was is in 2000 and what was an election? It was 2019, I believe, something like that. So basically, the strategy. It was leave the because it was Hillary and Trump. Those were the two candidates that had,
Huh.
So leave that top of the ticket blank. This was a strategy. Leave that blank
I'm listening.
and
Oh my God.
make sure that you know what I'm saying, research your local government that was always pushed because, your city council, your controller and your commissioner, county commissioner and all that stuff. So for me, I think that that was a great introduction to voting, to politics, to actually getting my feet wet in the process. And I think for people that's like maybe more advanced like yourself that's always been on that, I can understand it's like, oh, that's some elementary shit, right? And I get it. But for me, who kind of was like new to it, new to the data, new to having the language, then yeah. Like look up what they're doing in California with Gavin Newsom and how the ADOS guys out there got women, men and women, folks out there pushed for a bill for reparations in California because they had the language and he signed it. As far as a study, I believe. I
Yeah,
think one
but I
bill
mean
he
they are giving reparations in some counties in California.
right, and that's because of ADOS.
Shout out to them.
So that's not
I
it.
mean, that's better than
Yeah. So in with the what was the so again,
I'm joking.
I'm not trying to convert you to nothing, right? But I'm just
I
saying
don't think I can be converted, but I got you.
I'm showing you that yeah, the online chatter of FBA and ADOS seems like they're the same group and they're just talking. But
Well, they kind
FBA
of
don't
are a little bit.
well no, because FBA don't have this. They don't have a ADOS reparations framework
Oh,
work.
FBA's they're trash.
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, I thought you meant my bad. To
Yeah.
me, they're the same thing.
A guide to developing
Let me see
a
how much money they
functional
both got. Let me see what we're working with here.
yeah.
We're gonna get into the numbers. And I hate that I gotta say what I gotta say because people ain't. What the fuck?
What you got? What you found?
Oh no, sorry. Scratch. Take this part.
What happened?
It thought FBA was something else, and I got so confused.
what? What?
Ooh, I was about to, baby, I was about to go in. It's okay. I got it from here. Foundational Black Americans.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
doing data
So
research right now as quickly as I possibly can without
yeah.
doing major
So
deep dives.
yeah. So I think that the two groups, when it comes to people online, and they hear the name ADOS, they just they kind of hear a little something and they run with it. And they hear the name FBA and they just run with it. But a lot of people don't know where these two groups actually even came from. They probably don't even know that Tariq Nasheed came up with FBA literally as a grift from ADOS. Like it wasn't like a brainchild or something that he literally used the same language of lineage, used the same language of wealth building or reparations, the same kind of language,
Oh,
and
this
just made his own group.
this nigga's tricky.
And because of his personality,
No,
because he's funny,
this some dirty dog shit here.
yeah, because he's funny, because charismatic and he make people laugh and all that stuff. Tariq Nasheed reminds me of the popular kid in high school
Yeah.
that maybe there's like a school project, right? Or something like that, a group project. And he look over, he look over on the other person's paper. Now this my project. And now the whole school is giving him credit for some shit he really didn't come up with.
Right. So one of the notes I wrote was that Tariq was brilliant at media, but weak at building, like institution building. Right. I feel like there's not really much there. Let's talk about what's really tricky because I'm finding this out as we're talking actively. So ADOS has raised about $500,000. That makes me sad, but I also know that that's not enough, and it sounds fucked up, right? But if we're talking about PAC money, right? I don't know if anybody knows what PACs are. Basically, you can start a PAC. You start paying politicians is what people do. Okay, and it sounds fucked up. I believe that lobbying should be illegal, but it's not. So you can start a PAC. You can then pay politicians to vote a certain type of way. It's law. You can actually do this right now. This is what we have to do as far as strategy because we have to start doing what white people do. If we're going to play the game the correct way, the correct way to do that is to play it and do it better than they do it. We're not even there yet. For ADOS to only, and I'm not trying to shit on them because shout out to them for that. Because let's get to the Tariq Nasheed. I'm looking this shit up, right? This Negro, at least, this is what I'm saying. At least ADOS is getting funds and it's under the ADOS name because they're a 501c4, I think is what I said.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Tariq, there's literally no entity called Foundational Black America that's doing any type of tax, anything right now, that's filing taxes in this bitch. That nigga's taking y'all money. It's under his name. He's selling merch. He's creating division, which is grifting. That's exactly what it is. Because all this shit is just him trying to just rage bait, really. And y'all feeding right into it. What has he done with the money? We got to ask Dr. Umar. I love you, Dr. Umar. I do, because you funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I fuck with you.
Black
But
Queens
what are
forever.
y'all really doing for the community? And nobody wants to ask that question. That man, there's nothing in the U.S. tax record under Foundation of Black America.
Right.
And so we don't even know how much money he's getting. But I could tell you how much that ADOS is reporting. But they're spending about $398K of that every year.
Yeah. And it's like,
At least it's accounted for.
and that's what leadership is called. I mean, shows true leadership. Because Tariq said that his organization, he's not the leader of FBA.
That's what he's in.
That's what he said.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, this is a leaderless movement. But it's like you want to get online and get people riled up and say, let's get it popping in the streets.
I feel like we know the movement is around him because if he just stopped talking tomorrow, nobody would care about FBA.
Right.
Without him, he's decentralized to that particular thing. So
Right.
that's pretty apparent.
So he wants all the benefits, but no accountability.
Correct.
And so, yeah.
He's an online personality.
Correct.
And let's be real, ain't nothing powerful just came out of somebody's personality like that without other people joining that person. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all, let me tell you something. This is some real new shit. Y'all will leave the church or not even leave the church. Okay? But some of y'all leave the church. You go right into another cult. Right into another one. Now, I'm not so much talking about ADOS. I feel like ADOS is, at least it makes a little bit more sense to me. But the FBA shit is giving cult to me. And I don't like it. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Back to my notations. We'll go ahead.
For sure. So ADOS has chapters in New York, Georgia, North Carolina. What's MD? What's MD? Maryland?
That's Maryland. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Maryland. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I put. When the leader gets richer, but the people don't get freer, That is, to me, grifting. Asha.
Hey, she said it. So y'all can go to www.adosfoundation.org and y'all can see the policies that in each chapter that they're doing. Like Bill S 4170 enacts the Fair College Admissions Act, written by ADOS people and pushed by ADOS, that chapter in New York. A9115 provides for money upon the release for certain incarcerated individuals, appropriation, written by ADOS. Let me see. And there's other, and that's just in New York. I haven't even gotten to North Carolina, what they're doing out there, in Maryland and Georgia. They all got their own thing because they have a policy director. I mean, a chapter person or whatever the case is. So all I'm saying is, my whole point of saying all this is that there is a stark difference because you have people that you can actually communicate with, email, see.
You said Stark?
There is a stark difference, yeah, because where you just seen where there's no accountability with FBA. There's no chapters. There's no policies. All it is just some people going online saying that they're native to the land or foundational to the land. And when ADOS was actually there was a this was Antonio Moore. There was a congressional hearing, and Antonio Moore he was a key witness to basically what they was trying to do is like get ADOS as a separate group, so that they can start doing policy, not just black, right? Not just a flat blackness. And so what he was doing was he was like, hey, he got on the call with his people, his followers or whatever, like, hey, I need y'all to, get on this call and I'm a, because basically like when people see politicians see that it's a following behind this, they'll take it more seriously, right?
I think they will when there's money behind it.
But
When
yeah,
you pay them, like I'm talking about lobbying. That's why I think
yeah.
it would be, I'm a little confused of why ADOS hasn't started pay, but they probably need more money. So
Well,
go
but check
donate some
this
money
out.
to them.
But check this out. Here's a good thing. Um, you can email them,
Okay.
ask your questions like, hey, or I can like, hey, why don't y'all do super PAC? I mean, not super PACs, but
A
PACs.
pay. Yeah.
Yeah, and because
I'm
at
a little
certain
disturbed too
times,
because I'm looking at the. I don't see any policy in which they've actually done anything, but I'm hoping for the best for them.
you say ADOS.
Though. I couldn't find them.
I just here you go. That's the
That's their website.
yeah.
I don't want to be on their website. I want to find it independent of their outside of their website, and I can't find anything.
So where would you find an independent their website? If
What policies they've had something to do with. I should be able to see where they've shown up somewhere and done something
so,
outside of their website. Your website
okay,
is going to be biased. I can make a
right,
website and say that I'm doing this and doing that, but am
hmm
I really doing it? Is what I'm saying.
right.
I just have some concerns and I have reservations. And honestly, my reservations are because of Miss Cornell. And I hate to say that. I didn't like it. I don't like it. She actually leaves a sour taste in my mouth. And I'm just going to be honest about that.
Yeah.
She also gives divisive to me too. I'm sorry. He she's better in the sense of at least she's legit and at least she's trying to, I guess, do something. I
hmm
wouldn't give my money to either one, but that's just me being honest. Cause I don't know, I can't trust it, and I don't like the critiques of black politicians. Oh, well, like they're not talking about what she want them to talk about. So like, oh, you're not ready, or you shouldn't do this, or you need to sit down. Don't. I don't. I just can't agree with that.
Do
I'm
you
not sure
think
if
that we
that's
should
correct.
be critical of black
I
politicians
think we should
or
be critical of all politicians.
okay? So she hasn't just been critical of Jasmine Crockett
I'm not saying she is. I
or
heard her talk about other people too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. but I didn't hear her talk about any white people. Now you probably watch more than I have. I'm probably going off like 3 videos right now of you sending me I think one, and I like end up watching some other stuff. But imagine me just being a person watching that and feeling not okay. Like I just it feels weird to me, and I feel like it's okay to have those reservations. I'm not saying that she doesn't want to do right and she's not trying to do the right thing,
Yeah.
but the way that she's coming across to me, I would not. I would personally not be a part of it. I'm
Yeah.
more about people coming together and not us sowing division. I do think we should hold people accountable.
But what's wrong with division when it comes to certain things?
What should we be divisive about?
Making the distinction between a immigrant Haitian
Okay.
when it comes now the
I'm talking
whole
about the
thing
money
is
part.
the whole
The money part.
yeah, the whole thing is
Well, yeah,
reparations, right? And the black agenda. And
that's
really
not divisive. That's just being that you're being specific. That's not divisive to
right.
me.
So you
I'm talking about
and
division. I'm
but
not
you
talking about.
but you your interpretation of what she's saying is divisive. Some like me would say being
Say
specific.
she's mean
Okay.
to
Some
me.
might
She's
say
not. She's
she's
kind of
passionate.
hateful. No, sorry, it's not nice. I'm not saying be nice, and I'm not never the one to tell a woman to be nice. What I'm saying though is, it's just what she was telling me. I'm like, what? What does this particularly have to do with that? But I get where she going with it. That's why I say she's consistent. I'm gonna give it to her, like period. I gotta give her that if I can't give her nothing else. And I do
Yeah.
fuck with a consistent woman. Okay, you consistent. She don't back down. I told you this when we talked about it. I said one thing I respect. She stands 10 toes down on exactly what she's talking about. I can respect that.
Yeah, hold on.
That don't mean I fuck
Hold
with
on.
it,
Let me
but I can
look.
respect that.
Let me
Don't
pull
be
my
putting that in.
Bible up.
Yeah, put that way. But hey, if y'all want to give money to ADOS,
Shout out
I
to
support that.
ADOS and Yvette Cornell, because honestly, and I get what you're saying, but there's no other group in that's there's no other group grassroots organization that's pushing for reparations and a black agenda. It's not just reparations, but it's also a black agenda for our brothers and sisters, in the diaspora in America. The NAACP isn't doing it. They've sold out. Cobra isn't doing it. Don't even know where the fuck they're at. So
I don't think America's gonna do it.
yeah, and that right there is a reality.
Yeah, I feel like it sounds pessimistic, but I think it's being real,
Yeah,
and it hurts. It doesn't feel good to say that, but shout out to what she doing now. I mean, I know she trying, but we're
yeah,
not gonna get. I mean, we would like. I think, and I don't know. Okay, I've organized in the community and done certain little shit, but nothing crazy. It would have to take all black people not going to work. It had to take us not spending no money outside of our community. Like, we're gonna take massive change,
yeah.
or all of us getting up leaving this bitch. Like, that's what it's gonna take. It would have to be like to them, to the whites. It would have to be like, what the fuck these Negroes doing?
Right.
That's the only way. And
Yeah.
the only way we can get to that, in my mind, is if we're not divisive in that. I'm taking the immigrants out of what we're talking. I'm never talking about immigrants. As black people, the diaspora, not over there, but all of over here, because even me, I could be black, right, and look different. Even if it was the immigrants, like, get them their money. Maybe they're not getting no money, but they could stick with us, or I don't know. There just needs to be a little bit more. I don't know the word I'm looking for.
What's
Community, maybe.
what's your definition of divisive?
Creating division,
What, like an
pitting
example?
people against each other.
Okay, how?
Right. Do you want me to use an example? Okay. I feel like I need to use one of the examples we're talking about now. I can use like Tariq as an example of division. I think that's probably the biggest one we talked about. But where he be talking about who's black and who ain't. Right. But even not even so, they was just like, okay, well, you're not black enough. Like, it's like gatekeeping the blackness, and it's kind of that's weird to me. To me, that sows division. Cause now suddenly Tariq is the black police. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that, so when you said that a harsh reality or strong possibility is that this government won't won't do it right. So I made a TikTok earlier about veterans, and I was specifically talking about the the transfer of benefits and all of that stuff. But
Right. That's a great
now that
point.
I'm thinking about it,
Great point.
I also I also acknowledge that even with veterans that they say that we should protect and they served our country and thank you for your service. They give us hell for
Black
giving.
people did the same thing.
Right, correct.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was a wonderful point. Actually, I thought that was beautiful.
yeah. They give us hell for when we were trying to receive benefits, and we fought for the country, right? Laid down our lives. Some of us, some veterans gave their lives for America, and it's difficult for us to get benefits.
I want you to. I'm gonna have to hold everybody's hand when I say this.
Please,
It's gonna hurt. Come on. Go
okay,
ahead.
come on. Oh, no, you know I need to bow my head.
No,
Oh, okay, I'll
I'm
look
not
at you.
religious, so it's okay.
Okay.
They haven't even given people free healthcare. And every other developed nation in the world has that. Not just blacks is dying, not just Hispanic, not just anyone, right? They letting people die right now because they don't have insurance. And you think. So this is what I'm saying. Reparations is most obviously the right thing to do. There is no money in doing the right thing for the whites. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They deny. We can't do that. We won't do that. They doing it with their own people. There's little babies got cancer. White ones. They letting them die. When they could just give them health insurance and they won't. And you think they going to give black people reparation. We have to get our just due. How we going to get it? So I'm gonna tell you, get your money however you get it. Don't get caught. That's how I feel about it. Do what you gotta do because they don't give a fuck about us. They never have. It's been a continual spit in our face, over and over and over. And they don't just do it to us as people. They do it to all people. If we just being honest, because it's capitalism. It's based. It's about money. How we gonna make money, not how they can spend it. That's what this whole country is rooted in. Is getting to the dollar, not giving out money. That's why they won't give us universal health care. That's a no-brainer to me too. Reparations is well, they about the same. Reparations and universal health care, they're on the same level of just it's the right thing to do. But they won't do it. They don't give a fuck about it. My question to everybody is what y'all want to do about it. I feel like I know what we need to do about it. Let me know when y'all ready.
Comment in below. Comment below if y'all know
He
if
not
y'all
ready.
ready, if y'all know what your bestie SB is ready to do.
They
Cause
feel me. They can hold on. They can feel me through the screen. They got it. They feeling me.
okay,
They felt it.
they
I
got
think
it.
they know. Get in the comments. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They said we would look better if it was a 0106 situation.
Huh?
A 0106?
What is that? Okay, you gonna have to talk to me offline. Right. Yeah, I got you.
They said we look better.
You know what? I think this is a good stopping point.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see the time. Okay.
Yeah. This is a good stopping point.
Oh, that's why you don't have your thing on today. The timer.
Right. Yeah, so I can.
Guys, we're coming up. Bitch, we finna get the Sony, ho. Yeah, we finna get the Sony, bitch. Y'all ain't fucking with us. That's a rebuild podcast, bitch.
Podcast.
Y'all ain't ready. And it's happy. The blackness in me sees the blackness in you. Happy Black History Month. I love all y'all. And I know y'all love me. So shout out to Harriet told me. But you supposed to say a black person go.
I want to say shout out to my grandfather,
Oh, that was a good one.
John Henry Gaffney. Shout out to my Uncle Gary,
Shout out to Uncle Gary. Yeah. Yeah.
fireman.
He right back. Y'all see him.
Yeah, he passed away. Shout out to my nephew. And I acknowledge the light in me acknowledges the light in my ancestors.
Right.
And I say, Ashe.
I gotta go do some work tonight too at the house.
All right, y'all.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. I was trying to say that to you.
This has been another episode of Rebuild Podcast.
You know what? We should do something
Peace.
special during February, during Black History Month for the